And welcome back to more of DuckTales 2, where in the last episode we took care of business at Niagara Falls and got ourselves a crystal flower. So now we're headed off to the Bermuda Triangle. And we're also finding the mermaid's teardrop that, of course, pirates hijacked the ship because, well, there's treasure. I also do like the overall atmosphere of this level, and, you know, a pirate ship is always a nice place to have a level whenever you're off on a treasure hunt. And then, of course, we have to rely on the storm in order to help us out. And that is one thing I do like about this game is the atmosphere of the stages. And that's one thing these particular games have done a really good job with. Especially the first game, and unfortunately that's just one of the things the first game just did way better. Was, well, the music for one thing, and then also, well, I mean, the atmosphere was still good in both games, so I shouldn't say way better. But either way, that's just what happens when you have a sequel. I mean, you just have these comparisons are inevitable. So either way, we meet our pirates, and fortunately the pirates here aren't too tough. All they do is just walk around. And then it does pay to jump around and just find a lot of secrets. Because this stage in particular has a lot of secrets that are definitely worth getting. And just like that one, it does pay to jump off the higher ones. And what I was doing was I was whacking the barrels in order to find either any diamonds, or unfortunately sometimes a bilge rat can pop up too. So that is something you do have to be aware of as you're doing this. And also one thing I am going to be abusing a lot is later on, let's see, I am going to be bouncing off of enemies in order to find more stuff. So I mean, that's just something that's definitely worth doing. And one of the positives about enemies respawning is that you do, or at least you get another shot if you end up screwing up. So that's just the way that goes. But then again, that is kind of the necessary evil when it comes to respawning enemies. Just like in Mega Man games where, I mean, they're annoying, but also in case you do need health power-ups or weapon power-ups, at least they're helpful for that. But either way, like I said before in the first episode, it does pay to go out of your way to go to these little isolated areas and then find more stuff, because that's always good. I also do like the way they utilize rafts in this game. And then, of course, we can find more stuff if we take the higher path, which is always good. And the good news about these stupid birds is that you can just stand still and then they'll drop the shell ahead of you. So that's just something else to know. And also what I did like about this particular stage is the way they let you utilize the, I mean, like the cannons and those kind of things. But either way, our big secret's gonna be right here, and that's gonna be where the map is. So let's just go ahead and get that. Anyway, that was simple. So let's just go ahead and make our way back. And also I do like the way rafts are utilized, and especially in that bonus level we're going to be headed towards if we do end up getting every piece of the map. So either way, that is definitely something I am looking forward to, but first things first, we got to find all the pieces. And fortunately, one of those pieces is going to be for sale after we beat this stage. Let's just wait or take our time here. Alright, well, it doesn't look like anything is there. But it does pay to look. Just because this is a game that does focus on exploration, so that is just something to know. Especially when you can just jump around and find diamonds. I mean, that always helps. Especially because, let's see, I don't remember if I have a safe here, but I think I'm going to be getting them from here on out. But either way, with that said, we got ourselves a hammer adapter, and what that does is that, it does let us, break concrete blocks with a golf swing, and we are going to be seeing quite a few of those later on. So let's see, anything here? It doesn't look like it. And then let's just work with this guy. And then we got ourselves some more stuff, because free stuff is always good. And then might as well just whack everything while we're here. And then just reveal another stupid rat. Fortunately, you can just duck under those guys, so they're really not that big a deal. And then just more stuff to break. And also, depending on which direction you pull the conveyor belt in, you're going to, I mean, it's just gonna pull the treasure in a different way. I mean, that's just something to know. Not that big a deal. But either way, now that we're here, we're up to the boss, and the boss is gonna be, I think, like hook, build, duck or something. But either way, this guy's not too tough. It's actually much easier if you just trap him in the corner. And then just, wait for him to jump and then just make your move. And it also is pretty tough if he gets too high and then you get too hung up on trying to hit him and then you just end up running into him. I mean, that's one way you can get killed in this fight, but really outside of that, it's not that big a deal. So now that we got the map, let's just go ahead and take this. And see, I'm also gonna grab a cake here just because this boss kind of gives me fits. Let's see, actually, you know what, I don't think I want this safe yet, because I do plan on, visiting the next level twice. Yeah, so we can just stick with that. So, 4 pieces of the map, I think we got 3 more to go. So I'm just gonna reset my recording and I'll see you guys soon. Okay, we're back. So let's just go ahead and head on over to Mu, where we are going to find the last piece of, or our last power adapter. So that's always good. And in Mu, this is your typical island place, and I really do like the aesthetics here. I mean, you do have to, or you do get the opportunity to unlock a city, or at least raise it up from the sea. So that's always fun. And also, I mean, with this island, there are going to be a few things that are definitely worth exploring, and it's a little bit bigger and a little bit more, I guess, a little bit more involved than Bermuda was, or Niagara was. And I mean, fortunately, it shouldn't be too tough to deal with. Let's see, this game will reward, or this stage will reward you for using these things, or using rocks to hit treasure boxes. And we can't do anything with this yet, but if we go up here, we will find Gyro Duck and he'll give us our last adapter. So now that we got that, we got all 3 adapters, and let's just go ahead and do this. And that, of course, is going to be the main benefit of having that adapter. And then, of course, Gyro mysteriously vanishes, because this is an NES game. And let's see, it's one thing that is particularly good about this game is that, I mean, it does have multiple pathways, and I do like the way it, like I said before, the way it rewards you for using those pathways. So let's see, just one short backtrack here later, and I'm gonna go ahead and just deal with this guy. Yeah, fortunately those stone heads or whatever those things aren't too tough to deal with, but they can be a pain if they're just placed in the wrong spots. So let's see, what I need to do is I need to use these mermen to my advantage. And just like so. And then we can take this guy out Crazy Castle style with a treasure box to the face. And then that guy just fell over for some reason. Okay, that did not go the way I wanted it to. Yeah, see, I'm trying to take the higher path just because it's a little bit easier, and one of those things where you don't have to... Nah, I'm gonna get hit here. Yeah, well. Yeah, like I was saying, it was a little bit easier, and I mean, I did try to make it there without getting hit, but right now we just gotta lure this guy over and then deal with him that way. Also, that is one thing I did say earlier that we are gonna have to do at some point, and well, that was one of those points. I think I did use that a couple more times in Bermuda. And then, of course, we can always get more money just because there's always more hidden stuff and always more good stuff to find. Just because that's always good. I mean, he wouldn't be Scrooge McDuck if he took shortcuts now, would he? I mean, he wouldn't be the richest duck in the world. But either way, we get this little hint from Louie, and he does tell us about these, or how to access the city. And what this is that this is a layout as to where to sink the stones, and we are going to be seeing this pretty soon. And like I said before, the puzzles really aren't too bad. You just have to be a little bit observant. Nothing you guys can't handle. And then see, over here, of course, we got more stuff. Just because that's always fun. And that one randomly placed flower. Never really understood the placement of some of these enemies, but I mean, that's just how this game goes. Let's see, we're gonna bypass Launchpad now, but we are gonna end up going home soon. So here we are, and what we need to do is we need to get this stone over here. And then drag this guy over here. Just because we did get that clue earlier. So again, nothing too complicated. And then of course more rumbling. That's because it is rumbling. And then let's just talk to Launchpad one more time. And then see, there is one more thing I'm going to find, and then I'm actually going to call it a day. So what I need to do is I need to make my way over to the right, and this thing actually would have been inaccessible had we not raised the city. So let's just go ahead and get down here. And then we find ourselves a nifty little scepter. Which is one of two hidden treasures. The other one's actually going to be in Egypt. And they do have kind of a nod to... Actually, I don't think that was a nod to Indiana Jones. I think, I know Gex had one. But anyway, that's a different story for a different time. Either way, let's see, here there's just a lot of stones, and you just kind of have to be careful about where you, or which stones you break, and it's actually, unfortunately, a little bit easy to get yourself killed. Just if you screw that up. Let's just go ahead and get going here. And also, fortunately, there are plenty of good hidden treasures to be had here. And then, let's see, over here we're going to find ourselves the 5th piece of the map. And there we are. And then over here we can just find more good stuff. And I do have plenty of money now, so I really don't feel like getting killed, so let's just go ahead and head on over to Launchpad. Let's see, I think, yeah, you know what, I think I'll just edit this out. Anyway, now that we're here, unfortunately you don't get any bonus stage in between, flights. So, I mean, that's just something else that, is a little different between the first game and the second game. But fortunately, you do get access to the shop again. So I'm just gonna go ahead and buy a safe now. Just because this boss is kind of tough and I really don't feel like getting killed and losing all my money. So let's just head on back to Mu, and I'll just see you guys, or just back where I was. Anyway, here we are. And I kinda did screw up a couple times with getting hit, so we'll just see how this goes. Anyway, let's see, there's actually not a whole lot to go before the stage ends. So let's see, let's just go ahead and get that. And you actually can access this from here too. So that's just something to know. And see, the boss is going to be pretty tricky, as I've said before. It's actually going to be the Sentinel. It's actually going to be pretty similar to the Sentinel from the first game. Except what we do have to be aware of is that you actually can't hurt him directly with a pogo jump. So instead what we got to do is just duck that and then use this block and then hit him there. And see, those blocks are kind of tricky to avoid, and one strategy I think works is to bounce off his head while he's actually trying to do those things, or when he's trying to make those blocks drop. And then also he will use that fist attack, and that can be a bit annoying if you're trying to hit a block at him and then he ends up hitting you instead with a fist attack. Of course, I would appreciate it if you did that. Yes, just like that. And then you're out of here. And then go figure I beat this guy without getting hit, even after I say how hard he is. Ah, well, that's just a Let's Play curse for you. But anyway, now that that's done with. So now that we got 4 million after 3 stages, so that's definitely a good chunk of change. And then now we can max out our health for good. And then let's just go ahead and get another one of these because in the next episode we're actually going to head on over to Egypt, and that's actually where the next secret treasure is. And then, let's see, I think after that we're going to go to Scotland and then find the hidden treasure after that. So I'll see you guys then.